There's not many victories out here, but there are some. I know I stand before you as one of them. This is all our victories. And of course I have to thank the good Ralph, my dear Ralph, because he was the one, and he traveled many times to Buffalo to get people to sign the petitions, to get people to be aware, to be kept alive, me and where I was, which was in another bad place, in Dallas, Texas. Prison is bad, but prison in Texas is somehow even badder, and although I cannot compare it to places like Huntsville, the real Texas prisons, this is a federal prison, and it has, just for your own little storehouse of information, there is a separate building that nobody in the main prison, which I was in, seems to know very much about, but it's where they hold people, women. It is the women's equivalent of Florence, Florence being the maximum security prison. And they are holding in that prison, which is a separate building and where nobody comes or goes, where there is no interaction with the prison population. And into this death camp they have placed Marius Mason, a person who you may know from the Earth First struggles and who was responsible in the past for liberating animals at the University of Michigan and burning down a couple of labs as doing so. Also in there is another person you may not have heard of, and that's Belén Montes. Anna has served 15 years. She is in a really repressive situation where she does not get mail. She does not send mail. She does not have visitors except her immediate family, most of whom are not interested in visiting her. She is in prison for espionage. Whoa, espionage. Well, what was her espionage? She was a very highly placed person in the defense intelligence circles. I'm not sure the name of where it was in government. But she was made part, because of her background, her ethnicity, in fact she was born in Puerto Rico, she was made part of a number of, what would you say, groups that visited Cuba. And while she was there, she became convinced that the American policy toward Cuba was not only wrong, but it was harmful. It was harmful to this country as well as to Cuba. And so she began passing secrets. She was very brave, and she was caught, and they basically, in the true nature of plea bargaining, sort of held her over a barrel and said, well, you know you can get the death penalty for this, but if you plead guilty, we're just going to give you 25 years, and 25 years in a solitary confinement. So Anna, just recently, I am very proud to have been asked to join a group, a committee, to free Anna. She has been in jail for 15 years, and supposedly this country just wants to be friends with Cuba, although who was it that said they want to smother? Who was it? Was that Oscar Lopez? Anyway, I think one of the prisoners said that by becoming friendly, they want to envelop Cuba in a large hug that will ultimately smother them and smother the idealism and smother everything else. But people are always asking me, what do you think Assata's chances are with Cuba? And I have faith that the Cuban people and the Cuban government can never, ever betray the trust that she showed, and ultimately that our movement showed by delivering Assata to Cuba, one of the great heroes of our times.